Time for another Netflix original movie, and this time it is pretty good. Not perfect, as they never really are. This one has one of the worst titles of a movie I think I've ever heard. It is called Night Teeth. I really don't like the title, but I really kind of like the movie. Directed by Randall, a director whom I really like. I enjoyed his iBoy. I thought ICU was one of the best thrillers of the past few years, and that was the main reason why I clicked on Night Teeth.
Who do you think runs the city? We are richer and more powerful than you could ever imagine.
And it's all about, well, it opens up to a world of vampires and humans. Tells you a quick backstory of a truce centuries ago. There is a certain area of Hollywood that the vampires are not allowed in, and as we open up, we have the truce being broken. Then we jump to Benny, a chauffeur who, well, he doesn't really do the chauffeur, but he's taking a job for his brother, so his brother's got some other kind of secret mission to go on, and he ends up driving these two women to a series of events. Throughout the night, it becomes quite apparent that these women are vampires killing people, and it's kind of fun. A lot of the movie spent with the two vampiric women and Benny and the relationships that they have, and I really kind of like the growing relationships throughout the night. I liked the way these people connected. I loved the kind of lethal nature that the women had. There is a strong sense of danger about these women. You know that they are very dangerous and that they can cause untold harm to Benny at any point, and his life is literally hanging by a thread. He understands that he's in mortal danger and there's pretty much nothing that he can do about it. There is this side story, well, it kind of bleeds into the main story of the vampire who's trying to break the truce. There is 5 head vampires that control all of Los Angeles, and on this night these two girls are commanded with taking out the 5 heads of these families so that the young upstarts can take over the vampires and create a brand new legacy, which is a kind of story we've seen done before with gangsters and things like that, but I kind of like it, and it's fitting with the movie. It's not entirely new, but it works really well with this new setting and the vampiric lore that it brings into the movie. But the main thing for me was Benny. I thought he was charismatic. I liked the character. I loved some of the situations they went into. I loved the fact that there is this world building going on where you can feel that there's this underground world of vampiric lore and businesses and practices that's going on with the rest of the world just completely unaware of what's actually happening. And I love the fact that it felt like it was a grander scope than what it was. There is some moments later on where it brings in almost like an army that's against vampires with their crossbows, which are kind of fun. You've got a gang of kind of people who are tasked with protecting this particular neighbourhood. You've got these vampires who live in high up in mansions, and it feels as if it's a kind of us against them, you know, the rich versus the poor type of scenario. But for the most part, Night Teeth had some really fun sequences, really exciting sequences. It had moments where the characters were connecting or being antagonistic to each other or doing things that you wouldn't expect that were really fun and engaging and new.
Hey, driver.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's play a game. What would you do if you knew tonight was your last night under?
I like the way that the movie's kind of shot. But I like the kind of Randall style. I like what he does with it, and he creates some fun moments. And although the movie isn't perfect, although it isn't completely fresh, there's enough here that makes me excited to revisit it, to go back to this world, to see the connections happen again, to see that grander scope of what could possibly be going on. Night Teeth is a kind of fun, campy vampire movie that's an easy watch. It's one of those movies that you can put on, you don't have to overly think everything, you just sit back and enjoy the kind of ride that you go on. And it does feel like an exhilarating ride at times. I was eager to continue watching and see how it was going to play out. And like I said, I love the dynamics between the three characters that are spent mostly within this limousine as they're driving around. It was really kind of fun and engaging, and something I'm trying not to spoil too much about it.
Moving right under your noses.
Okay, I'm just...
World building is fantastic. The idea and sense of a grander stake of things is really good as well. And the characters are all perfect in my eyes. It's not the greatest movie, but it's really fun, and I would go back and watch it again, and I'd be interested in seeing more set within this world, which is always a good sign. This is a thumbs up Netflix movie. I enjoyed this one. I'm happy to have seen it. I will go back and watch it again. I'd love to know your thoughts on Night Teeth if you've seen it or if you're going to check it out. As always, there's more content up here that you can check out, and if you just want to like this, if you think I deserve it, share the video, which would be amazing as well, and let more people see my content. And if you want to give me some extra support, there is of course the membership program or Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.